Okay, well here we are. Here's my baby roach or nymph setup at the moment. Long tweezers came. It's also a bit of a sort of mini product review as well. This is this one says live pro rep live food care kit. You've seen you get these. I think I paid 15 quid for it from Pets at Home, or whatever the pet shop is that we've got here. It's not worth it. It's 15 quid. It says it will do all sorts of live food, but realistically, it probably is worth it for crickets. Not worth it for anything else. Comes with these sort of slider bits that go down at an angle through these slots in the side. The slots in the side are handy. You know, I've got my temperature probe going through that one, then sellotape to hold it down. So it's touching the very floor of this. It's one of them mini heat mats there, and I'm keeping them pretty hot, to be honest. That's what I'm doing. 31.9, 32. I've seen it hit 33. But never any higher. Over 30 is what I want, and that's just for misting them down a bit. They've got some apple in there at the moment, peeled apple. Everything's peeled. I usually get, to be honest, it's mainly peeled carrots, but I went away for a week and I gave them like a quarter of a big orange, just a massive quarter of an orange, shoved it in there, and they were, well, no casualties or anything. They all seemed fine when I got back. They've got the bug grub. This kit comes with 2 little trays like that. They're sort of useful, I suppose. That did have some crystals. I don't really know about if crystals are a good thing to use or not, really. I just use them whilst I'm on holiday. Normally I just make sure fresh fruit or veg every single day. They haven't had any fresh. That's an apple from last night. That's a bit of swede. These little carrots. The kit comes with some bug grub, some gel crystals. Not much of either. That, you know, keep me going for a bit. It's just not worth 15 quid, because unless you genuinely put crickets in it. Because I did have some locusts in it, and they don't like these tubes. They like to sit on a perch on something. They don't like these little tubes. Roaches don't like the tubes. Mealworms don't like the tubes. The only thing I can think that would, and I've not tried it myself, is crickets. I don't keep crickets. I buy them, feed them, give them 24 hours of really good food. Well, I sort out all the dead ones first, then 24 hours of really good food, and then freeze them and stick them in a little bag. And well, one box, no, 2 boxes of mini crickets has been lasting me this whole year. I haven't got many colonies or big colonies. I just take 2 or 3 out, chop them up, whack them in. They seem to like it. But yeah, and these were nymphs. I've had them maybe a month or so. So there's 1 or 2 that have actually put a bit of size on, but most of them about that sort of size. Little things, really. It's supposed to have been 100, it said, I think. And I would say there was nowhere near 100, if I'm honest. Got it on eBay. Nothing wrong with them, you know. I've had 1 or 2 die here and there, but yeah, a few. I was obviously doing something wrong. There were a lot on the back, and they were definitely dead. Nothing I could do to sort of bring them around. Sticking them on bits of cucumber and stuff, see if that would help. They just had it. But I've not had any deaths for ages, probably 2 weeks. And I've been keeping it much more humid, trying to make sure they don't dehydrate. Yeah, that's about it really. So I would honestly, this comes, I think it's Pro Rep, this one, but there's Exo Terra and a few different names on the same thing. It's just not worth it. You can buy the tank for $6.99, I think it is. So, and all the rest of it's just not worth it. A pair of tweezers, some bug grub. I mean, well, no, it could be worth it if you've never done it before, I suppose. Never done anything before. Haven't got a clue. It could be worth it. But if you're paying a lot more money for these little black tubes, really, which do work for crickets, it says. And I can't disbelieve it, but I can't prove it either. So that's all I'll end up with this, really. I'm going to be changing all my cockroach setups, hopefully, in the next week or so. Get some adults and a few different plans I might go into. Anyway, bye.